is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Welcome to Okon Bros, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. This is the way. That opening purge thing was amazing.
I got such a freaking kick out of that.
That was really cool.
So should we do the entire
Does
show?
everyone like my Baby Yoda?
Should we do our show with the masks on?
I can't hear anything through this fucking mask.
We had a fair amount of planning to go along with this.
Bob Levine thinks we're crazy, and we appreciate it. We spent a lot of money on this shit.
I think you scared your son.
Yeah.
We scared
I'm
our son.
fogging up right now in this thing.
All right.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, my God. Woo. Got a
That
haircut
concludes
today.
the Halloween portion of tonight.
Yeah, I'm leaving Baby Yoda on because that's not freaking me out too much. I love this thing.
I'm
I
glad
do
you
the whole
like-
show with Baby Yoda.
You have a new pet.
Yo, how much?
Pretty new pet.
Got a pretty new pet. How much is the purge kind of like relevant to today? Right?
That's when I was planning this.
What the hell?
Yeah.
The fucking end of the world.
When we were planning it, I was like, and I Googled this
Fucking
afternoon. I was Googling
extraordinary.
like, were you so nervous?
Oh my
Or-
God. No, I was sweating my balls.
I was Googling like the purge thing, and I'm like, this is like hitting a little too close to home right now.
It's bad. It's really bad. I have such fucking anxiety.
Like
Noelle Mann says hi. What's up, Noelle? Who says hi on podcasts? I know she's probably cracking up. That was our shtick back in CW Post. We would just be like, "Are you going to Winter Circle tonight?" She's like, "Who goes to Winter Circle?" She'll know what I'm talking about. Inside joke, whatever. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's just we got to talk to the
Sweaty
audience.
fucking mess right now.
Take off
Your lighting. What?
Do you like my lighting?
Do you like my Baby Yoda?
Is my lighting better?
Your lighting looks good. You look like you're like going to be a TikTok star, like one of those guys that like kind of takes off their head and puts their head back.
And they have
and,
like really
goes
white
back.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your light looks really good.
Yeah. Got a whole new setup here. But yeah, when I was watching the whole purge thing, I'm like, I can't believe that they didn't pass a stimulus bill yet, a second stimulus bill.
Fuck the government, man.
But like that's, and like I don't want to make this a political thing, but like we're on our own. And if that made me realize one thing today is that like my business, our family's business is forever changed.
This is not going to fit me. I bought this too in case the purge one didn't work.
The darkness rises.
I have a really big head apparently because this is a large Bane mask.
Give it to your son for Halloween. The darkness rises.
The darkness rises. I look like a fucking S&M character or something.
I come from the darkness.
Watch Batman, watch The Dark Knight Rises, and see how relevant it is today. I'm taking this shit off. I don't know how people dress up for Halloween.
All right, take it off. Come on.
This is the first time I've dressed up for Halloween ever. Oh.
You're spitzing, bro.
Bruh.
So yeah, I mean,
bruh.
like we're on our own, and if this one thing made me realize that like you can't rely on anybody but yourself.
Yeah, this absolutely sucks. And I know there's 6 days till this godforsaken election. We have to choose like the best of the two evils. I want a purge. I think there should be a purge. It should be like, anyone can go fucking
a purge in the government.
A purge on the government. They should.
I can't believe
out.
how much of a mess this whole thing was. It was just terrible.
It's all the media. It's all the fucking media. The media created Trump, and the media is going to destroy him, and they destroyed the country along with him. It's so horrible what they did, what everyone did. And you know what? I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not holding back because like there's nothing to even fucking hold back at this point. You know, let's talk serious. We're not pro-Trump. We're not anti-Trump. I just don't give a shit. Just I want my business back.
Yeah,
I want the company back. It's ridiculous what they did. You read today what they did I'm cursing a lot. Do you know what they did in Disney World today? They fired every actor in Disney World. There's no more Main Street actors. There's no more Finding Nemo show. There's no more Lion King show. There's no more actors anymore. Disney World.
And my favorite show was the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom.
Nah, bro. Finding Nemo, bro.
That was great too.
That was ridiculous. It was such a great show. It was so, what they're doing to the country, man. I blame the media for doing this. I really do. I'm sorry. They're making everything into such catastrophic, and it is pretty bad. But like, who the hell even knows what's even real anymore? It infuriates me.
Yeah, no.
This is a very positive podcast. Let's talk about positivity.
All right, here. Eric Arbejo has a question. Eric and Michael, growing up, what was your least favorite Halloween costume?
I dressed up twice in my life. This is actually the third time I've ever dressed up. I was Donald Duck when I was in kindergarten, or maybe like nursery school.
Michael, that was last year.
I was I was Dirk Diggler. I went to a college party and I dressed up as Dirk Diggler, like a real 70s porn star-ish. And I actually still have the outfit. And I literally just dressed up as the Mandalorian. Those are my 3 outfits in 42 years. I don't know if my mom dressed me up when I was an infant. I have no idea.
When did mom throw that Halloween party for me? Was that in kindergarten for me? When I was the devil.
Remember.
Do you remember when I was dressed as the devil and I was in like tights and a leotard?
She wanted you to be a girl so badly, bro. I wanted a girl. I was going to name her Jessica. I used to talk to mommy's belly going, "Hi, Jessica." Maybe that's why you're so fucked up.
Maybe. How old was I with that? I want to say I want to say that was kindergarten. But yeah, Eric, I didn't dress up much. I remember that Halloween party, and like that was probably the last time I was like super into dressing up. And my guess is the reason why was because after kindergarten is when I ballooned. So just every other kid.
You weren't heavy. You weren't heavy
after kindergarten, and that like after that, I feel like every other costume that you can go buy in a store was made for like little tiny kids, and I was like a big boy. So that was it for me.
Robin Appel just asked me a question. Did David ever dress up? And if so, which costume was your favorite? Our father was the devil every single day. So no, yeah. Robin, he didn't dress up. We actually never ever celebrated Halloween. I went to a few parties. Never, I would dress up as a
Halloween wasn't really our.
It's
holiday.
Still I have a top 10 list coming out, the top 10 best holidays of all time, and Halloween is by far my number one. Because anyone can celebrate it, and it's so creative, and there's nothing there's no left and right in Halloween. It's like just everyone's in it for the same reasons, just to get drunk, dressed up, and have fun.
Last year we did a Halloween dress up costume party.
Yeah, the situation, right?
At the whole office, actually. Man.
I don't think you have that picture.
Do you remember the date? Because I can look it up on my phone.
It felt like 10 years ago.
Anybody remember when we had the BLS Halloween party?
I think it was on Halloween.
I mean, it was in October, obviously.
I dressed up like the guy from Jersey Shore, Mike the Situation. Shauna had these like big jersey glasses, and mom it was the ugly sweater contest, right?
Yeah, that was the ugly sweater contest, but for Halloween,
I don't remember.
I
don't even remember. Does anyone know at BLS what we did last year for the Halloween costume? I know Johnny was the Rock, and he did. Oh no, we didn't dress up because we did a contest.
Right, but everyone else did.
I think Ruth won as the witch doctor.
Yeah, she was amazing.
She was unbelievable.
Hold up.
Yeah, Robin thought that was a long shot. David never, ever, ever. David wore his Gap shirts and his Cabela's overcoats and his Gap jogging pants and his Sanuk flip-flops.
I found this, but everybody should follow my son on TikTok. He's just the cutest thing.
He's a little kitty cat. What is it, Zelo dude?
Yeah, he's Zelo dude on TikTok.
It's the funniest kid.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns won. No, Vinny didn't win. Vinny's Mr. Burns every day.
Yes.
Yeah, but Eric, there was really no costume that was my least favorite. But please name your least favorite costumes.
This was a few of the submissions from our BLS Halloween costume party last
They
year.
rocked it. They were so creative. Like,
Look at this. Look at this.
It's Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
Look at this.
That Joker looked real. I still think about that picture as someone who really
Crystal.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. This was Priscilla. She was a
in Atlanta.
Priscilla in Atlanta. And this is Johnny. Can you smell?
Yeah, it was.
Like, do you see
perfect.
this?
These are all BLS like
this.
family members.
I think she won. I mean, obviously, how can you beat that?
That was Mary, right?
No, I think Brianna.
No, that was someone in LA. Yeah, she was in that from that movie. What was that great movie? 13 Ghosts. You and I saw that.
They put a video together.
And they did Ike and Tina.
They did Ike and Tina, and then at the end, Ike started beating the crap out of Tina.
We're against domestic violence. But like it was something you did not expect to see. These, two women dressed up as Ike and Tina just beating on each other. It was very, very funny.
Yeah, here is Ruth.
Yeah, she won
as a voodoo pirate. Witch doctor.
I saw the witch doctor. Who likes my Baby Yoda? I bought this shit on Amazon.
Do you want to see something even crazy? Look, drivers without masks on. Is that unbelievable? This is a year ago. This was a year ago.
Never going back. Never, ever, ever going back.
I can't believe
just
that.
Infuriates me. Yeah. Makes me so angry to see that.
Well,
Eric, that's a great question. Eric, what was your least favorite costume?
What was my least favorite costume? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no, I was talking to Eric Arbejo. But
Eric,
Eric, you never did Halloween.
No. Yeah, I never did much Halloween. Hold on, we got some questions here. Let me see what we got. Kevin asked, where did you read about the story about Disney actors?
It's all over the internet. My source was Twitter. I follow a lot of Disney people on Twitter, and they all got canned today. It's horrible. And I don't even think they were furloughed. I think they were fired. So I don't think there's any. Mom said something really interesting today that, like, do you know how much money they invested to get them to do what they were doing? And like now, who knows if they're even going to ever come back?
Right. Kayla, your daughter's into Baby Yoda.
Kayla, I have your Baby Yoda. I took a picture with that, but you could have this when I'm done with it tonight.
Yeah, look. Well,
this was really cool.
Tim appears to be arguing.
Tim's been arguing like all week with me.
Hold on, and then he's arguing with your daughter now.
I like your baby. I like you, Baby Yoda.
You're not going to beat her, Tim. She's 8 years old.
She's 8 years old, and she's
ferocious.
She's full of sass.
She knows her shit.
Yeah, she's full of sass. But yeah, Tim, you got to watch The Mandalorian, man. That's why I did The Mandalorian, because the new episodes come out on Friday, which I'm super pumped about. Big Disney Plus fan.
Yeah.
Love Mandalorian. The Purge.
Yeah, I got to rewatch the first Purge, I think.
Did you hear that Scarlett Johansson?
I don't know where you're going with it.
Okay. Last year I was pitching to Dark Universe. I had some ideas for monster films, and I met with the president, and she was great, and we were talking, and they eventually ended up doing the Invisible Man, but it was through Blumhouse, who did The Purge. And I read that Scarlett Johansson is now going to star in The Bride of Frankenstein for A24, not even Universal. Okay, A24. It's a remake, and it's called The Bride, and it's about a woman. Like I could, yeah.
I think they can make it really good.
I agree.
They can make it really, really good.
Right.
But
because The Bride of Frankenstein, if you were
50-50 coin toss.
If there's any horror monster fans out there, Universal monster fans, I'm a huge Universal monster fan. The Bride of Frankenstein, she was in the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Right.
So this is a whole movie.
They can do whatever they want.
Right. But they were skewering this idea on Geeks and Gamers today. And I'm sure the drinker is going to he's going to annihilate it.
It depends how the trailer's going to be. because he'll do
Yeah.
reviews of the trailer. And just to FYI, everybody, we're so happy. Let me see what our follower count on YouTube is right now. Because
Did you see The Invisible Man yet?
Yeah, I watched The Invisible Man. I thought it was good.
I
We're at
loved it.
581 subscribers.
We were at 567
Yeah.
about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, in the last 4 days, I was able to look at the stats, Mike. We picked up about 80 subscribers based off of
The Drinker. Right?
off the Drinker, and then about 35 subscribers based off of our Frank Defano. But yeah,
It's huge.
we
Unbelievable. We're blowing up.
Yeah, we're
blowing up.
We're making a lot of headway with this podcast, and it's super exciting, and we hope that we're entertaining people.
Yeah, of course we're entertaining people. I'm entertaining Noel Mannis. Who entertains Noel Mannis? That's literally all we would do, was just be like, who does that? I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm glad everyone's tuning in. I've been arguing with Michael all week. I don't know. Tuesday afternoon was an entire week. Yes, that's the entire week. I made a
do you guys know that song, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda?
Kale likes chicken nuggets, where Baby Yoda sings chicken nuggets. I want to eat my chicken nugget. Baby Yoda.
I don't know. Did you guys see our my splash screen? If anybody showed up here a little bit late,
The blood.
Hold on. That was like a super last minute thing.
It was very cool.
Yeah. I went on Canva and I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Search blood, made the background, made the logo. I did that within like 5 minutes before.
Yo, for Thanksgiving, you be a turkey and I'll be a pilgrim.
I'll be a drumstick and you can be
I'll be the wing.
You could be a corn on the cob.
I got the wing. You remember that from Goodfellas? I got a leg. I got the wing.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, so
your thing looks like I am or Koken. I am Mary Koken. When you like read your name, I am Eric Okon. It looks like
it actually says American.
Americocon. Mine just looks like a I am Michael Okon. That's all it looks like.
Well, I can edit that. Hold on. To make it a little bit clearer. But yeah, if anybody has any questions,
capital I, capital A.
If anybody has any AMA questions, if you guys want to talk about anything, we are all ears.
Is nobody watching us?
No, there's people logged on. But yeah, we pretty much covered what I wanted to cover, where I wanted to talk about how we're basically alone. And when we played that Purge intro to...
Did anybody ever see The Purge?
In the beginning of the show, that I feel like we're just kind of, it's not that far off from real life.
What was your, I just did a top 10 list for top 10 movie monsters today, and Leatherface.
Yeah, I mean, you hit all of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you remember we were obsessed with Freddy Krueger? Do you remember?
I love Freddy. Yeah. I was terrified.
Really?
You didn't put in there? You didn't put in Chucky.
I know. Someone else did. Someone else put in Chucky in their list.
I mean, I don't think he's a top 10.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I don't think
he's definitely an honorable mention. I mean, he's iconic.
Chucky is iconic, but it got cheesy. The movies, they got like Bride of Chucky, and
or did you just grow up? I mean, when I was 7 years old, that was I did not like that movie.
Child's Play was very scary. I remember watching it. I didn't put in. You can't really classify this, but I didn't put in the zombies from Dawn of the Dead. That was a really scary movie, but I still think, and I'm standing by my conviction, that Leatherface was the scariest of them all. He had the scariest face. Freddy was scary too, but Leatherface, like, it was real.
Right. Kevin says, Mike, you made the comment about wanting this crap over, and I have an entire state of people here who are ready since we have a Senate race with nauseating commercials.
What state are you in, Kevin? I'm curious to know what state you're in. I can't believe that Pelosi stopped the stimulus. It infuriates me, and I'm not a Republican.
Hold on one second. I don't want to say that Pelosi stopped it, or whomever, whatever it was done, that they couldn't do something for the greater good. That there were Everybody was waiting and nobody compromised, and whatever it was behind the scenes, I don't think we're in a position to say whose fault it was or
Hey,
who
all right,
or who.
I'll say this.
It was everybody.
They all suck. I
And
hate everyone in the government.
that's why I'm saying that we're alone, and the purge isn't far off. And if we can learn one lesson from this, is just never have to rely on them again. And I thank God every day. I wake up and I kiss the ground and I kiss my mother and I pray to my father every single day that they were smart and they made the correct decisions growing up, because we are blessed. Michael and I are blessed
100%.
that they set us up properly, and that they were smart business people and they were good parents. And it's hard for us. I couldn't imagine what it's like for other
Yeah, it's terrible.
people in the world that
Listen, we're not doing great.
No, we're not doing great, but we're muddling through it. It's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy, and life changed so much. And we had to let go of so many people, and we're making so much less money, and we're not making any money. And we're just kind of it's just terrible all around. But man, if you use this, that we're starting from ground zero, set yourself up so you don't need help when the shit hits the fan, because this happened. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I watched this movie Alone on Apple TV. I bought it, I rented it, and it was about a zombie apocalypse. And it wasn't a great movie, but the whole point of it was that this pandemic happened, and it was such a shit show, and it's a shit show across the world. They're closing France and Germany again. I just read that on the news before I got on.
Really?
What they were showing in the movie, I wouldn't be surprised that the power would go out and there would be nothing that anybody can do. It's just terrifying.
It's terrifying. And mind you, I'm going to repeat myself. We are not Republicans and we are not Democrats. We are Americans, Eric and I.
Mhm.
And we believe what's good for America is, it's business, it's help, it's education, it's everything. It's equal rights, it's equal pay.
Just wait till after the elected person. No purge will not happen. If people didn't wake up.
If Trump wins, the left is going to go fucking apeshit. And if Biden wins, I don't want to know what the Trumpers are going to do. This is such a dire situation. I don't know how we're going to get out of this.
We're not. We're just
yeah, right. We just got to live.
We're just going to live. We're just going to live through it.
Spiritually speaking, let's talk spiritually. By the way, Annette, Sharon's aunt, says, "Hi guys, what's up, Annette? Thanks for tuning in." I will tell you this: no government can hold you down for what you want, and that's Wallace Wattles 101. The
science of getting rich.
Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. It's up to you to determine, your future. It's your thoughts, it's your actions, it's your programming of your subconscious mind. And if you're going to sit there and think the government is in control of you, it may seem that way, but really, truly, you have control over yourself. You can't.
But you have to work towards setting yourself up that way. And most of all, you have to believe that. I think that's the most important thing. And, we talk a lot about law of attraction. And I don't want to say that we're perfect people and we follow it all the time, because we don't. And we have problems and we have
setbacks.
And we have setbacks. And there's, horrible things that happen. And you have to look at the grand picture of things. Like if anyone's ever been on a diet, you can't look day to day. You have to look at the year time span. And if you're healthier and lighter than where you were when you first started, you have to look at it in a 6-month time period. And that's the same deal with law of attraction. You can't look at it day to day. Of course, there are going to be days where you wake up depressed. Of course, there's going to be days where it's just,
your wit's end.
You're at your wit's end. But then there's going to be good days and good moments. Those are the things that you have to hold on to and you have to focus on.
Connie Jambrone said absolutely with 3 exclamation marks. So she certainly agrees with us. I can't stand anyone in the government. I hate them all for what they did to this country. And these are the last 8 presidents. I just hate what they did to this country. But again, it's all up to you to determine your future. It's not up to a president to decide if you're going to have a good future or not. This is up to you. And Eric and I, we get sucked into the,
and I'm
to the media, the mainstream media, which is just absolutely holding this country hostage with their beliefs. And it's for clicks.
Yep.
It's horrible. It's
and
don't watch the news.
I think honestly, there couldn't be a better topic for for our Halloween episode because this is just scary.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just scary.
Yeah. Is anyone going trick or treating out there?
Not New Orleans.
What's in New Orleans? What's going on?
There's like a storm coming to Louisiana.
Did I dream that Mom said that there's going to be a hurricane on Long Island?
No,
Or
you did not dream that. But there's, I think, going to be some gusty winds coming up here
tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the hurricane they're talking about?
I don't know.
Bro, you're the weatherman.
No, actually, you're the weatherman.
I am the weatherman. Do you like my Baby Yoda? Oh, shit. Baby Yoda.
All right, so everybody, favorite scary movie of all time? Hurricane Zeta in New Orleans.
Stay safe, guys.
Yep.
Stay safe.
Yeah. Favorite scary movie of all time?
Favorite scary movie of all time? You go first, Eric.
I'm going to say 28 Days Later.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
We saw that in the theater, you and I.
Yeah.
We saw it with Scott Shear, I think.
And I want to say a number 2 for me. It's not a horror movie, but it's like a scary movie. We saw this in the movie theater too, and Mom flipped out. What was it's the name's escaping me. God.
Who's it with?
Woody Harrelson. We saw it at that small movie theater.
Zombieland?
No. It wasn't a horror movie per se.
Connie said Salem's Lot. That was also a really good scary movie. It was a Stephen King book. With Woody Harrelson.
Rodney Dangerfield was in it. He in the fish tank. Natural Born Killers.
Mom didn't see that with us.
No, we went and we told Mom we were seeing another movie, and we actually went to go see that movie.
Yes, I snuck you into that, and she punished me.
Yeah, she got so mad.
She punished me. That movie, by the way, still holds up. That movie.
Yeah, that left marks in my psyche.
Yeah, Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
my scariest movie, I could honestly say, was Dawn of the Dead. We saw that also, I think, with Scott and Paul. You remember Dawn of the Dead in like 2004?
Poltergeist, that's a classic, Ruth.
Love Poltergeist. Spaceballs.
Kill Bill is an amazing movie.
I don't know if it's a horror movie so much. Poltergeist, yeah.
A great movie.
Yeah, I got to make a top 10 list. Jaws is definitely scary, Kawa.
Yeah. Come on, guys. What are some other scary movies that you got there?
Deliverance. Sharon says Arachnophobia. I have that poster in our basement, signed by Frank Marshall. Yeah.
Yep.
Dear Michael. Yeah, Arachnophobia was creepy as hell. Sharon doesn't like spiders. Neither might. No one in my family.
As you're a script writer, and I've had, just by like rubbing off of you onto me.
That sounds really bad.
Like reading Save the Cat. Definitely, if anyone doesn't know, writing scary movies is one of the easiest way to write movies.
You need three things. You need three things to write any horror movie ever written. You need three things. It's called the monster in the house genre. You need a monster, and you need a house that they can't escape, and then you need a sin to release the monster.
And Jaws is like the textbook movie. Explain why, Michael.
Jaws, they were supposed to close the beaches. The mayor didn't. The sin of greed, of wanting to keep the money for the 4th of July weekend. He kept the beaches open. Jaws killed people. So there's definitely there are beats to writing a monster in the house movie. Monsterland is a monster in the house movie. All of my books are monster in the house books. Like you could take that and you could bend it any way. Remember the movie Quarantine?
That was Eric? I loved that movie.
Quarantine was amazing.
Yeah.
I gotta take this shit off. I'm done with Baby Yoda. I'll give that to Kayla tonight.
Acid Arrow says Aliens when like you're 10. Yes.
Aliens was unreal. The Exorcist, Anthony said. The Birds by Hubert says The Birds. Gary Glass says California. The Birds, I wrote a book called Brood 10. It's Brood X on Amazon. And I loved The Birds. The Birds is one of the scariest movies because it was real and it was nature. And it was like, I remember watching The Birds when I was like 8 years old and actually having a hard time going outside because of the birds. There was no reason for them that they were going to be there, but they were just going to go and attack you. I'm not a huge fan of Hitchcock though. Otherwise, It. Which one though? Tim Curry or Skarsgård?
The Shining. That movie is just beyond.
Mom wouldn't let me watch that movie. I watched that movie with Sharon when we got together. I watched it like 15 years ago.
The Shining, that when the first time like I saw
It's
that
one of the
movie,
best movies ever
but,
made.
like, I saw it as an adult. It
Yeah.
was so riveting. It was so riveting. And what was great about The Shining? When in Ready Player One, when they went into
They did that flawlessly. The video game.
so good.
Spielberg made that scene. That's my favorite scene in all. And Kayla, Alex, and I, we love Ready Player One. That's a great movie. What were you saying? I interrupted you. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yeah. No, The Shining though, but like now, whenever The Shining's on, you'll find something new every single time that you watch it.
So good.
The
And
color of the carpet.
The other movie wasn't that bad. The
Dr. Sleep, bro.
Dr. Sleep. Yeah.
I thought that might have even been better than The Shining. Kevin read the book. Our Uncle Kevin is a voracious reader, and he read the book. Here's Johnny. Alex, you didn't even watch that. Alex, we're watching The Shining tomorrow night.
It's perfect time.
Alex refuses to watch Dawn of the Dead. Our children are like not into horror the way I was. I was watching Freddy Krueger in 5th grade.
Right.
And Hubert says that he was watching Alien. Oh, what was it? The Birds in 6th grade. Silence of the Lambs.
Psycho, though, when the detective meets his end.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the remake. The remake with
Vince Vaughn, Gus Van Sant
directed
good. That. It was great. It was great. And do you know little movie trivia? Gus Van Sant shot that shot by shot to Alfred Hitchcock's thing. The only thing that was different were the actors. Every shot that was in the original version was in the, what was that, in like 98, 96? No, it was like 97, the new Psycho. But that was a great movie. What are you doing with your TikTok lights?
Wasn't happy with my way my camera was situated.
Silence of the Lambs. Anthony says Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs is amazing.
Movie.
But you know what's cool? Like, these are all old school movies, and watching them as kids, you're just scared the whole time. But then watching them as adults, like, you just see the anguish of the bad guy, and it's just a whole different,
Notice
energy.
how no one is saying no modern day movies. There's been no movies. Misery
was
Sharon and I watched that earlier in quarantine, William. It still holds up.
Right.
It still holds up. That Misery was unbelievable.
What's
Rear Window? Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock. It was just unbelievable.
I didn't know that.
And I think Johnny Depp was in the remake. It was great. It was great. It was scary. It was a thriller.
We got into loads of problems with the grandparents because we saw The Exorcist. My grandmother told us she witnessed an exorcism in Italy, and the movie was not so real.
Paula, I would love to know about that exorcism in Italy. I would love to hear about that.
Yeah. Leave a comment about that.
Leave a comment about that. Red Dragon.
Your son is right. A Quiet Place was not. It was
excellent, Alex.
It was pretty dang good.
Excellent, Alex. Very proud of you. Yes, A Quiet Place was very well done.
And your daughter asked, "What's a quiet place?"
What's a quiet place, Daddy?
Quiet Place is about it's end of the world movie, Kayla, and there are monsters that come down to Earth that they only can sense you by sound. So in this new world, you if you make any type of sound, you're basically attacked.
Yes. And literally,
and you have to live underground.
What was that stupid, horrible movie Sharon and I watched? Bird Box, with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, that wasn't that good.
Oh, it was it was a Netflix movie. I hated Bird Box. Great actors.
I agree with Tim. I turned on the news last night. That was pretty scary.
Don't watch the news if you don't want to be scared.
Yeah, right. I agree with you, Acid Arrow. It's definitely an age thing. Movies have so much more of an effect on you when you're younger.
Yep.
It just leaves a mark.
Yeah, because
and then just watching them when you get older, it's like, well,
the movie that I still watch today, and we talked about this on the Critical Drinker episode.
It's made up, Kayla. I'm scared. I'm sorry.
Kayla, it's not. It's a fake. All movies are fake.
I'm sorry.
My daughter turned 8 this past Sunday.
Yeah, my kids are sleeping. Thank goodness.
Are they really?
They're going to bed now.
Yeah. Bird Box was a horrible movie, Connie says. Hubert's like, this podcast is family friendly.
We hit the brakes so quickly on the economy that we went through the windshield.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I own that on Apple TV.
Great movie.
Francis Ford Coppola directed that. That was an amazing. That was Gary Oldman's probably best role as Dracula.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again.
Watch that again,
Yeah,
Eric.
yeah.
Watch it again.
Watch that again.
Yo, it's rated X.
Really?
The shit. Oh my god, bro! I watched that on the last flight to LA.
Was that with Brad Pitt?
No, that's Interview with a Vampire. Ugh, feh. The Interview with a Vampire was garbage. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula was Francis Ford Coppola. It was like Apocalypse Now, but with Dracula. And I read the book. It's literally line by line on the screen, done in Coppola. I got to tell you, but when the sex starts happening, dude, it's insane. You can't believe that like they were allowed, the studio greenlit this.
What was that Dracula movie? Was John Malkovich in it when he was putting his toes in the bed railing? Remember that?
Nosferatu.
Yes.
Nosferatu.
Yes. It's amazing.
You and I saw that.
We saw that. We connected with the toes and the thing. We were like that. We looked like that feels so good.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he was high on heroin and he was putting his toes on the bed thing.
Yeah.
But it was about the actor. Willem Dafoe was playing Nosferatu.
Yes. I gotta watch that movie again too.
Also, another great movie. And it was a true story about how he was like stoned for this entire movie, but he really thought that he was this vampire.
Right.
Watch Nosferatu, the original though, like from like 1919. You want to talk about scary?
Yes.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Have you seen that one?
No.
You have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, no. You know, I avoided the scary movies. I avoided the scary movies a lot when I was younger because it would keep me up at night.
All right, so here's the evolution of my wife, Sharon. I'm going to talk about Sharon for momentarily. When Sharon and I were dating, she would watch any scary movie. Sharon was so cool. She still is, but she would watch any scary movie. She once brought over, we went and rented that X-rated movie. There was no NC-17, but it was X, where you actually saw people dying. Faces of Death. It's called Faces of Death, and it's a movie. And literally to this day, 20 years later, I still remember the scenes of a guy in the boxing ring getting punched and just dying. Or you see a woman being shot in the head in an armed robbery. And Sharon and I were watching
So it was like a documentary?
It was like a documentary, but it was real
because now
deaths.
like you can find that stuff on the internet in like a minute.
Yeah, I don't.
So it's not, it
was
was like not that shocking.
It's
terrible.
Back in the mid to late 90s, that was really like provocative. But now Sharon will not watch a scary movie at all.
I have not watched American Horror Stories. Is it good, guys? Because I haven't watched it.
Not a big fan of television. I like Game of Thrones, right, Anthony? Anthony Stark, The Blob. All right, so here's the deal. The 1954 version of The Blob with Steve McQueen was like really boring. I actually didn't like that, but I was watching it when I was writing Monsterland Reanimated because I have my own version of The Blob in that book. But The Blob in like 1986 still scares me to this day. It's with Kevin Dillon. No, it was it was Kevin Dillon, right? Who's the Viking from Entourage? There's Matt Dillon and Kevin Dillon. Yes, it's Kevin Dillon.
Yeah.
And he's fighting this blob. And I remember these little kids dying. We were at Stuart and Marilyn's house. We were sleeping over Stuart and Marilyn's house. Matthew was a newborn. And Stuart allowed me to watch The Blob. And I was terrified because there was these little 8 and 9-year-old. No, I was like 11 by then. Matthew and I are 11 years apart.
Kayla is saying that Ghostbusters
still scary. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there are some that is one of the most perfect movies ever made, obviously. And it's just the perfect amount of humor and creepiness and comedy. I mean, it's an unbelievable movie.
I wanted to Anthony just said in a comment, The Lighthouse. Did you watch The Lighthouse?
No.
It was the same guys that did this movie called The Witch. And like these movies, maybe
go ahead, finish.
It cost them maybe like $20 to make, but Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are stuck in this lighthouse, and it literally is driving them insane. Mm-hmm. Great movie, all shot in black and white. And when Robert Pattinson takes the seagull and he literally kills the seagull, it looks real. It looks like he's taking a seagull and he's bashing its brains out. Lighthouse was an awesome movie.
Right. Yeah. The Blair Witch Project.
We did not know that was real.
Yeah, I know. That ushered in a whole new
found footage.
a whole new style of movie making where that was just so cutting edge. Oh, the best. What was the one with the they were in the house and it was like it was
Quarantine?
no, it was also found footage. They gave it to Steven Spielberg and they got locked into his movie theater and then he thought the movie was haunted. Guys, what was
Oh,
that?
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
That was
Like
a
those are like
great movie.
these are just like defining movies. Like man, you don't realize how scary movies are so influential. Paranormal Activity was amazing.
And I got to tell you, because I write movies, like they're all the same. Paranormal Activity is the same exact thing as Jaws.
Right.
Aliens and Jaws are the same movie, just like Fast and the Furious and Point Break are the same exact films. Everyone, if you're interested in films, I have it right here actually. This is like my library. Save the Cat. This book is I've written 20 books, and every single one of them follows the beats in this book. It's earmarked. You can't really see it, but every page is earmarked and highlighted. This is my Bible for screenwriting and for books. Save the Cat, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wrote 15 books under the name Michael Philip Cash, and now I write books under Michael Okon, and I literally do everything through Save the Cat. The Ninth Gate, Gary Glass said The Ninth Gate. The Fog.
Haven't seen it.
Anything by John Carpenter is just great.
Have you dared to try a Ouija board?
Great question.
No, but
we had one though. We had one at Mom's house.
We didn't try it, but I mean, we speak to the dead all the time, Jonathan. For what it's worth.
Our mother's a medium.
Our mother's a medium. Michael saw a medium today. So yeah, we
had a great reading with Maria. I botched her last name, Videshki.
We definitely believe in the afterlife, and yeah, I'm sure Ouija boards. I don't know. Are Ouija boards real?
We still have one in Mom's basement. We should try it.
Our grandmother, that was right around the time. Yeah, Carol was alive, and she's like, "Do not do the Ouija board."
Yeah. No, I believe in that stuff. I think that Ouija board. There was even a movie, Ouija, right? The Ouija board or the Ouija game or something. But I don't think they're nefarious or for 8+. Why? Because they want you to contact spirits. My wife Sharon played Ouija board once, and it totally freaked her out. Sharon, I want to play Ouija board with you. They Live. Gary Glasser says They Live. That was a great movie. That was like kind of like relevant to today. Was there a comment from Tim below?
Tim was making a funny. They have done studies and the Ouija board only works when you have your eyes open. Otherwise, you end up with nonsense.
I don't think Tim's a believer.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, Tammy's not into
no boards.
Yeah.
That's classic though, that you could always use the Ouija board to release the demon in any story, right? But you gotta kind of reinvent it.
Right.
You ever see They Live with Roddy Piper?
No.
Great movie.
No.
He wears these glasses and it's like these subliminal things. Eric Dubay, who's this flat earther who I follow, he said that They Live is a documentary, just like The Matrix, they say, is a documentary. That it's just it's not fiction.
Have you seen what's that? The Centipede? Or
oh my God, Human Centipede.
Yeah, Human Centipede.
I refuse to watch it. I saw the South Park episode of the Human Centipede.
Yeah, for those I haven't watched it, but from what I've heard, apparently they I don't know how to explain this.
They get sewn from their ass to their mouth, and they form a human centipede, and they keep getting fed, and the shit keeps. I'm getting really nauseous right now, but it goes from. Yo, we should do a live stream of watching the Human Centipede and commenting on it. You and I.
Should we do a live stream of that? I will say I really enjoy talking about movies. We got to do that. We got to do this more often.
Well, the Critical Drinker really, he brings out the best.
Kim Russo says no to Ouija boards.
No to Ouija boards or no to the Human Centipede?
I think there's a little bit of a delay.
I have not seen the Human Centipede.
It's a good question. Were you able to get away with anything as kids with a medium for a mother? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a newfound ability for her. She's always had a sixth sense, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, we did the best we could.
Yeah, I mean, I was a horrible liar. I still am a really
Yeah,
awful.
Michael
I
can't
can't
lie
lie
for
for
shit.
shit.
He wears his heart in his sleeve. I can lie.
Eric's a great liar.
Yeah.
Eric once drank all the liquor in our parents' liquor cabinet, literally all the liquor, and he's like, "Well, it wasn't me." And they were like, "Really?"
We had a Polish maid at the time.
Blame the Polish. He's sick.
She always used to buy me chocolates, and she would like pinch my cheek, like,
Eric Mutik Swatki. Eric Mutik Swatki.
Yeah, she thought I was.
He's sick.
She thought I was so cute.
I want to show this to Anthony because he was making fun of my Jets helmet. Anthony, here. If Anthony's still watching, here, there's Tampa Bay. That's my team. Okay. And no, I've never been to Tampa Bay, but I bought a Tampa Bay helmet because Anthony was making fun of my my Jets helmet because they're 0-7. You talk about sports? Because Eric loves sports.
It's not my wheelhouse.
No, movies are in your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
but you have a lot to catch up with.
I do. I gotta watch. I want to watch Nosferatu again, and I want to watch Dracula.
Bram Stoker. That's a purchase though. Don't rent it. You have to own Francis Ford Coppola's.
Yeah, Nota Boards Kimar. And just the FYI, our mother, she just got her diploma from the Thomas John medium class. So
forensic science or something.
Yeah, like
she's gonna solve murders and mysteries. I mean, good for her.
She's been getting really good, and just like the more she practices, and she's been meditating a bit, and so have I. Which I've been having a really hard time disconnecting at night. A really, really, really hard time.
I'll tell them what you do at 3:00 in the morning. Just reach.
I'll
for
check
your phone.
The worst thing ever is like I'll wake up, I'll take a drink of water, and then I'll check my email. And then it's over for me if there's something in my inbox that's like a disaster. And it happened to me last week. And then I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. So like, when we're not shooting a podcast at night, like by like 9:30, I think I have to just like say, okay, there's no more phone. And maybe I have to start reading a book or something like that. But I've started meditating with the help of Edward Pierce. If anybody is interested, then they want to learn how to be a medium. Edward, who is a friend of ours and taught my mother how to be a medium, he gives lessons. So my wife and I once a week were talking to him, and we got to have him on the show just to talk about this stuff.
I'm 5 weeks into lessons with the guy. He's unbelievable.
Like he's like, thoughts are bullshit. Like, what do you mean? He's like, it's man-made. And he's like, anything in the spiritual world is completely natural. And he's like, any thought that's in your head is language, and language is completely man-made. He's like, spirits don't talk to you via man-made forms. They communicate with you via like just the natural ability. It's like, let's say you've seen a bird, right? You have a bird, and you have a 2-year-old kid that is seeing a bird for the first time. They don't know that bird is a bird. They're just seeing it for what it is. And that's what the spirit world is like. And there's colors, and there's things, and there's formless substance that you can't that there's no name for. And there's no name for it over there. And it's really deep, deep, deep stuff when you start thinking about it. But yeah. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, I have 5 lessons in with Edward, and I like when he says that your thoughts are just a stream, and you can't stop your thoughts. No one on planet Earth can stop their thoughts, even when they're meditating. It's literally physically impossible to stop your thoughts. It's like a river, or it's like a garden hose.
Yeah. Do either of you see spirits or just sense their presence? I don't. The only thing that I have the ability to do is kind of, and I think a lot of people have it, is I have just kind of a gut instinct that I'm learning to trust even more. Mm-hmm. And that's a skill, and that's something that you have to be able to recognize. But I'm working on it. I want to see spirit. I want to talk to them. I know Michael has dreams, right? And your dreams have been pretty accurate.
My dreams, since as far back as I could remember, Kim Russo said this to me, that I astral project, and I don't even know that I'm doing it, but my dreams are so real and so vivid. This coincides with what Joanne's asking. What about dreams? Is the other side trying to reach out to you? I have these premonitions in my dreams every night, 7 days a week. I don't care if I'm napping for a half hour on the couch or if I'm sleeping 7 hours straight in the bedroom. I have vivid dreams that I write down, or I try to write down the majority of them. You can't believe, looking back on dreams that I had 10 years ago that came true. You can't believe the dreams I had recently. I'm not bullshitting you people. Again, I cannot lie. The night before the election,
He exaggerates, but
I exaggerate all the time.
Yeah.
You know, if it was the best meal I've ever had, it was the greatest fucking meal I've ever had in the history
until
of
the
meals.
next time.
Until the next time. But really, I do exaggerate, but I do not lie. The night before the election, we all thought Hillary was going to win. And in my dream, and I have it written down, I have it timestamped, I sent it to Chaz in Vegas. If Chaz is listening, I sent it to him. I said, dude, Trump is going to win. In my dream, it was big red letters. Trump is the new president of the United States. And I wrote it down and I emailed it. I said, he's going to win the presidency. And he did.
You know, as far as I know, Joanne, yes, dreams definitely do coincide with spirit reaching out to you, because you're kind of in that, you know, they're speaking to your unconscious mind.
Right. I knew Sharon. I knew I was going to marry Sharon. I knew when I was having a boy. I knew when Eric was having a girl. I knew when I was having a girl, and I knew Eric was having a boy. I knew when my dad was going to pass away. I saw us going to the funeral.
Yeah, astral projecting is some really interesting things that I definitely want to research more about.
Lucid dreaming, you should look into also, Eric.
Yeah, astral projecting is basically, it gives you, like, you're in your body, but then you're able to project into the heavens, and you can go and apparently there's like 7, or I think there's like 27 layers of where you can be, and the first layer is people who can't let go of this world, and those are known as ghosts. And then it goes into the second level where they can't let go of human pleasures, and you'll see people having orgies or trying to eat food because they can't let go of who they were physically. And then it just keeps going on and on and on. And this was pretty well documented. I don't know the guy's name. I sent a YouTube video about it, and it was very, very detailed. But it goes all the way to nirvana. And you know, where there are different levels over there, and you can have jobs. And
I go to those levels. I definitely go to those levels. I see it. I'm surrounded by it, but it's still a dream. Right. The stuff that I sensed throughout the years, I knew when friends and I were going to break apart. I just knew it. I knew if a date was going to be successful or not. It was so strange, and I would always the writers from The Simpsons are time travelers. I think
explain that, but explain what The Simpsons have predicted. How are they doing that?
They predicted Kobe's death. They predicted,
but in a helicopter
on the side of a mountain. I think they predicted the coronavirus. They predicted Trump was going to be president. They predicted Disney was going to buy Fox. There were maybe 20 more. And that cannot be. That cannot be coincidence.
He's obviously like in the Illuminati and Macron. You know what I mean? Like,
do you believe in secret societies?
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
That's, by the way, our slogan.
I don't think it's like secret societies, but I think when you just level up, you just start associating with different types of people. Like, we're going into the YouTube world now, right? Mm-hmm. And like, we're associating with YouTubers, and like, they're pseudo celebrities, or they are celebrities, and you know, we're trying to get into that universe, and inch by inch we're associating with them. So I envision a day that we will be in that club. And I just feel like, you know, if you're a person who wants to be in the club of, you know, wealth management, and you know, just, you know, whatever it is that you do, I just think that there's Illuminati, and it's like
well, what do I always
invite
say?
Only.
What do I always say about Susan Grode? Susan Grode is my attorney. She's my entertainment attorney, and I call her. She's the Illuminati. She put The Simpsons on air. She's unbelievable. She is in the know in the entertainment industry. And yes, I do believe, I don't know if there's time travel, but someone did say, I was watching a YouTube, oh no, it was a TikTok video, and they were predicting that Trump, not predicting, but they were saying Trump was going to win again. So who the hell knows?
Donna, what are you saying not to try? Do not try it. They say you will invite low energies in.
Probably the Ouija boards.
Is that
probably
the Ouija board, or is that astral projecting?
Astral projecting, you can't really invite anyone in because it's just you.
Right. But I think I've heard that you can get stuck there.
It's possible. I don't even consciously do it. All I know is that I'm in this other realm.
Oddly enough, Jonathan, he asked, have either of you dived into trying to read your Akashic records?
I just bought about 4 books on this.
Yeah, our father came through in a session, and he dove in head first, and he's been researching the Akashic records over there.
And it turns out that Eric and I, he read our Akashic records, and Eric and I have been in eons of lifetimes together.
Right.
Eric and I have been, our souls are connected for millennia, and we just keep coming back together as brothers. There's 3 brothers, and this lifetime was only Eric and me. Our mother had another child, and obviously it didn't make it.
She miscarried. Yeah,
she miscarried. But there was a third boy.
That was in between. That was before me.
Correct. But there's always 3 brothers that Eric and I are traveling with in our, man, I get choked out when I talk like this. This makes me so, it freaks the hell out of me.
Yeah.
It freaks the hell out of me that Dad went to the Akashic records and looked at our past lives. And, he said that we've always been together, you and I. We rotate wives though. I'm kidding, Sharon and Jen. I'm kidding. I've been told numerous times that Sharon and I are soulmates. Have you said that about Jen and you?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, Sharon and I have been soulmates.
The moment I met Jen, I knew I was going to marry her. At Bagel Master in Syosset.
You swiped left.
The minute I met her, I'm like, yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
The Masons Secret Society.
It's the truth.
All real.
All connected to the Kabbalah. I'm now studying the Kabbalah. And it's all interwoven with the Freemasons and the conjuring of angels. And the what do you call it? I'm reading the key of Solomon, the key of King Solomon, that he would practice magic and these angels would help him. And it's all related to the Kabbalah. That's my new like if law of attraction is elementary school, this Kabbalah and magic and angels.
There's always another level, but I think the ultimate level is actually, I think it's only the beginning, but I think the ultimate level is actually connecting with them, right? It's doing what Mom does, but then just taking it to another level of having conversations, of seeing them, feeling them, and studying them is one thing, but I think that's obviously the gateway.
I'm connecting with them. I practice magic. I'm a magician. Not a Penn and Teller magician, but I do believe in that stuff.
This is incredible. So everything we do is recorded.
Everything.
Yep.
Everything, every thought, every word, every action is recorded in your Akashic records.
We are souls experiencing a human existence.
We are souls in a meat suit. To me, there's no, people try and debunk it. And they say, well, they look up your information on Facebook and Google. Sounds great.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy. There is no one more we trust than our own mother, right? Besides our wives, right? And our children.
And plus, even so, we wouldn't be for $125. We're not going to go and write a book report on this person and try and make a reading. You know what I mean? We're
not going to go on their Facebook page and go, oh, they have a dead grandmother. We have to mention the dead grandmother. You can't do that. So anyway, there's no one more we trust than our own mother. And she's reading people and she's connecting with people to their loved ones on the other side. Our mom's not going on Facebook. She's not researching these people. She doesn't have time for that stuff.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't work that way. It may seem like that because they're so accurate, but it doesn't. Did your father give you any suggestion on how to access the records? Not directly access the records, but he did give advice on praying and talking to the archangels, and that stuff works. If anybody is interested, there's a book called The 72 Angels of Magic. Michael's going to pick it right up there.
My dad came through one of the mediums and he says, you have to buy this book. So I bought it and I'm doing it. And I cannot tell you the speed and accuracy which the angels work. This shit is nuts. There's law of attraction and wishing for a good life and everything. This, I don't like to kind of promote my it's not really even an agenda. It's just I was told to do this by my father, and
it certainly can't hurt if anybody would want to give it a shot. But that
won't
book,
hurt you.
that book, Jonathan, was directly suggested by him. And
from
yes,
the other world.
Your kids have been writing. Yes, you and Kayla are 100% soulmates, and
Yes.
you've been together in multiple lifetimes without
Alex,
a doubt.
you are so cute. Alexander, you are just
yes.
so
And Tammy is
cute.
right. You can be wife, husband, sister, brother. It's
Eric's always been my little sister, and he decided to come back as a little brother this time.
I'm gonna start calling you Big Bertha.
Who knows? Maybe next lifetime we'll come back as like girls or something. That'd be kind of cool. And Sharon and Jen will come back as men. Hello.
Maybe.
No, I'm done. This is my last one. This is the last go around. Watch what's gonna happen. We're gonna pass when we're older.
I wonder.
Dad's gonna hold on. Dad's gonna meet us at the pearly gates. He's gonna be like, "We're going right back." I have an idea.
I wonder if, like, if we were enlightened in other lives, like,
Yeah, of course.
So
I think you take your fears with you as you go throughout your lives. Like I have a terrible fear of flying. I hate flying. I hate every second of flying.
But I say,
But
this
I think
to
I
you.
must have died in a plane crash at some point in my life.
I say this to you. Like, I don't know many people that love flying.
My fear is different, dude.
You have a fear of it, but I'm saying, like, I don't love flying, but I just do it to do it, and that's how I try and help you with your fear.
Yes, and you do an amazing job. But I think I can't remember a time that I was never not scared. I remember when I was 3 years old, holding mom drawing on a coloring book on the plane, shivering and shaking of takeoff and landing. I remember that.
Well, you're just a nervous Hilera.
Was a nervous Hilera. I'm not nervous anymore.
So
at least I don't think I am.
Who's afraid of flying?
Who's afraid of the big bad airplanes? Me.
I don't like it.
Who the hell likes to fly? Actually,
Yeah.
I'm friends with a pilot, David. He owns that limousine service in Chicago.
Yeah.
Great guy. Really, really nice guy. And I'm like, aren't you scared? He's like, no.
Enlighten us, Tim. Is flying scary? Can a lot of things go wrong?
I read a book on the fear of flying. There's 3 things that people are scared of. They're scared of heights, scared of enclosed spaces, and they're scared of loss of control. I'm not scared of heights. I'm not scared of enclosed spaces. I am scared of losing control. I'm scared of going up 36,000 feet with 2 dudes or 2 women that I've never met in my life, and they have to get me to this place going 600 miles an hour.
Yeah,
to me, there's nothing natural about that. Nothing.
I get it, but you just kind of have to put your,
you got to put your big boy pants on and be done with it.
That's it.
I fucking hate flying.
Your kids don't like flying.
Alex and Kayla, they're better flyers than I am.
I fear car crashes, but I hate seatbelts. Gotta wear your seatbelt.
Gotta wear your seatbelt. Car crashes are scary. We knew a lot of kids growing up in high school. Each year that I was in high school,
driving. Yep, driving.
Not just drinking and driving, just dying in car accidents.
See, so sure, there are things that can go wrong, but there are things that can go wrong with driving a car or using a saw. See, Mike, it's all relative.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather something go wrong when I'm on the ground as opposed to something going wrong when I'm 36,000 feet in the air.
You don't want anything. You don't want anything going wrong anywhere.
That's very true. Or even using a saw.
Speaking of which, I saw someone. We got off on a little bit of a tangent here. Hey guys, can you interview John Edwards, the psychic? We're trying.
I just emailed him a few days ago. Literally like 48 hours ago, I emailed John Edwards, and his actual name is John Edward. And I messed that up. I wrote, "Dear Mr. Edwards." And then I'm like, oh shit, the S.
You blew that.
I blew that. But we know him. I've met him.
Have you been able to control your dreams, like how you know you're dreaming and just go with it? No.
No, when I dream, I'm dreaming of the future. I'm dreaming of events that are going to happen to me and my family and my friends. And it just comes to me. And I have to write it down as soon as I wake up because I will forget about it.
Yeah.
The craziest shit. Acid Arrow, thanks for tuning in, man. This is really cool. I haven't seen you before.
How does your son know about lucid dreaming?
There's a book next to my bed about lucid dreaming, so he's probably seen it. Alexander, you got to go to sleep, man. You got school tomorrow.
But yeah, John Edward, he's awesome. I think Mom was read by him.
I met him. Sharon and I were taking ballroom dancing lessons in Plainview for our wedding. And this woman is teaching us. And, she's teaching us. It was the Arthur Murray Dance School in Plainview. And she's teaching us, and we're taking ballroom dancing lessons for the wedding. And, we were getting married at the Bellagio, and mom wanted us to make like this grand thing. And one day I'm going to pay, and John Edwards is right behind the counter. I'm like, I'm a huge fan. And he's like, thank you. And I said to her, I'm like, John Edwards. She's like, that's my husband. I'm like,
you were doing it at Arthur Edwards, right?
Arthur Murray Dance Studio.
I don't think it's Arthur Edwards.
No, it's Arthur Murray Dance Studio in Plainview. And his wife owns it. And he does ballroom dancing lessons, this guy. I mean, he's unbelievable. And he talks to the dead. So that was the closest I've ever
had dreams in the first minutes of sleep, but you were still sort of awake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's called the theta. Theta waves or the delta waves. That's the time you have to ask your subconscious mind for things. That's the time that you got to like start talking to your subconscious mind, because your conscious mind is gone, right? It's asleep. It's like kind of in that really like different wave. I think it's called the theta waves. And then you ask your subconscious, because that's when you're connecting with your subconscious, saying you want to be rich, you want to make movies, you want to write books. Of course, Willie dreams of grills he needs to buy. Let's go Dodgers. Right?
I had no idea that was even happening.
Go Dodgers.
It's a great question, Jonathan. Do you have a good example of when you knew you had successfully manifested something amazing?
You want to go first?
As a group, this was in 2008 at BLS, and the business tanked all of a sudden, right? The economy just collapsed, and we needed a certain amount of money in the bank, like just pronto. Like we just needed in the bank, and it was going to help us get through whatever we needed to get through. And me, Michael, and Mom all got on the phone, and we said, okay, everybody, tonight, before you go to bed, ask the universe for this amount of money, and let's make this happen. Sure enough, the next morning, Kevin woke up. He was our CFO. He's like, I have an idea. He's like, we're going to remortgage this building, and it's going to give us this X amount of money. And 4 weeks later, we had the money that we wanted in the bank. And that was a direct result of a mastermind talking and getting through. And honestly, like, that happened just today again. Mm-hmm. And we got great news from a bank, and like it happened again. And it's because of hard work, right? Of making the proper connections, never giving up hope. But ultimately, we manifested these things in our lives. We're manifesting this podcast in our life. And I think that's pretty self-evident that it's slow. I don't want you to think that we're going to say we want 1 million subscribers right now. You have to ask.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you have to ask easily attainable questions, right? And if you would have told me 2 weeks ago that we would have almost 600 subscribers, I would have told you that I just can't. I don't know how that's going to happen.
I wrote this book called Just Ask the Universe. Okay. And it's literally how to manifest your dreams. I wrote this book so this is going on 10 years. Next year is going to be a 10-year anniversary for Just Ask the Universe. It's still in the top 100 most read books on Amazon in spirituality. In it, I tell you what I manifested. All the examples in here, spoiler alert, were all me and what I manifested. And I manifested my wife. I manifested my children. I'll give you a real specific example when I know the law of attraction works. I am a huge, not anymore really, because it became like a ghost channel, but I loved the Travel Channel. I love Samantha Brown, Anthony Bourdain, Andrew Zimmern, Ghost Adventures. I love all.
Basically, Travel Channel, early 2010s.
Correct. Yes. Late 2000s, early 2010s, when Bourdain was the king of Travel Channel. I never missed an episode of No Reservations. And then The Layover, and then Zimmern's shows were just great. And now everything is a ghost show. It's like, Ghosts Are in My House, or The Haunting of, or, the Celebrity Ghost.
They killed it. No pun intended.
No pun intended. And I always would dream. I always write down, I want the Travel Channel as an account. I want the Travel Channel. It's something, and I manifested every account for our business. And I'm saying this now because we don't have it anymore because they were bought by a company that doesn't use us, which is fine. That's like par for the course.
Right.
But I will never forget the day where I had it written down. I want the Travel Channel as an account for BLS. And I wrote it down and I programmed my subconscious mind, followed everything in this book to the T. And it just happened. It just happened. Scripps Network, which is what we were working with. It was the Food Network. They bought the Travel Channel. And we started driving Adam Richman. We started driving Zach Bagans. We started driving Anthony Bourdain. And I said, this shit is real. I actually have, to remind me of it, I have a sticker on my desk back in the office of the Travel Channel. It's on there. And that was something that was so,
but I think
it's so real. I
think the key here, and I want to express this again, is you have to ask for attainable things. If you're going to shoot for the moon, you're going to miss. Ask for attainable things where whatever it is relative to you right now, a step up, right? It's a step up. And
yes, listen, I don't want to be cocky, but I wrote the book on this. Okay.
No. I'm
you have to have, there are goals. There are goals that you have to attain. We all have goals, and we have daily goals, right? We have weekly goals. We have monthly goals. We have yearly goals, quarterly goals. So you have to put these goals into perspective. I wrote down, and it was in this book. I'll tell you the real quick story. I wrote down when I was going through the Anthony Robbins program. I went through Anthony Robbins Personal Power 2 in September 2002. And I wrote down, I want to fly on a private plane. And when I wrote this down, it would be like me saying right now, I want Monsterland to be the next Jurassic Park. That's how crazy it sounded. And me flying on a private plane. And then 3 years later, after I wrote it down, I programmed my subconscious mind. I'd lived knowing that it was going to happen. I flew. We went home. We went home from Vegas to New York on a Hawker 800,
Hawker 1000,
Hawker 1000. Yes.
Yep.
And I didn't even know I did it until I looked in my book. I'm like, oh my God, I wanted to fly private. And I did. And I had a picture on my desk, and I still have it till this day. It was a picture of a Hawker 1000 from right between Luxor and Excalibur, right on the Vegas Strip. And it said from Cairo to Britain or whatever, from Cairo to New York. It was in between New York and Luxor.
Yep.
And it manifested. And that's what this shit's for. That's what Monsterland is for. You know, I want this to be huge. And Eric's 100% right. You can't be
if you shoot for the moon, you're going to miss, but you can shoot for steps up there. And you know, it's awesome. And we encourage our families, we encourage the people that we work with to use the universe to their benefit.
Shauna just came with a great question. What's up, Shauna? Do you guys ever use intention candles when using manifestation techniques? I do not. And
No.
And I will tell you this is from our Father. Okay. This is from our Father. When you're asking the archangels or you're asking the universe, just ask.
Yeah. You don't have to get foofy or woofy or just,
you can.
If it sets up a ritual and it gets you in 100% in the zone to get there and it makes you feel comfortable, you can. But if all you want to do is when you're taking a shower, have thoughts in your mind about things that you want, that's fine. If when you're falling asleep at night, you want to say, I want this, that, and the other thing, that's fine. If you wake up in the morning and say, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, happy and healthy, that's fine. But if you want to go and light candles and have a seance
and face the north, listen, in this book, 72 Angels of Magic, that we literally bought because our Father told us to go buy it from the afterlife. There's rituals in there, right? And there's certain things that you got to face north. There's certain things you have to say. There's certain Hebrew words. It's all written in English, but it's definitely rituals, and it's kind of cool that you're doing magic with a K, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel really powerful. The stuff that's happening in my life right now, personally, with my books and screenplays and everything, the angels work really friggin' quick. I can tell you that much. There you go, Tammy.
I remember. I was 20. Was I 19?
Yep.
Michael and I were
young.
I was young. We were swimming in our parents' pool during the summer, and we were talking about the wives that we wanted.
Mhm.
And I said, I want a girl that is 5 foot and doesn't have a large family.
Blonde hair
Well, yeah.
and miserable.
When I met her, she had blonde hair. But yeah, no. And then I met Jen, and she's an only child,
Yep.
and she's 5 foot.
Yeah,
and she's my wife. And
I have it.
Yeah,
I have it in here how I manifested Sharon. I wanted someone 5'9", same religion as me, and you know, I know exactly. It's just not true. It's just but why would you even put that on?
I have to read this because this is going to be a podcast. We know Mike only uses candles when he's asking to be better at Call of Duty.
I will tell you this:
not in the know.
I have asked the Archangels to win a game of Warzone because Eric and I. How close did we come tonight with Alex and Zach?
That was a lot of fun. We were in a
holed up in
bunker.
a bunker.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. We were
playing
two proximity mines out, and I got 2 guys that tried coming in the bunker.
We were playing quads. Like, it was a good game. I got 7 kills. Like, it was a good game.
Alex was like, "There's a guy in the east." Zach knew exactly what he was doing. I was holed up all the way in the back, and then the gas came in, and we were still good.
We were in the
minute
bunker.
We came out, they ambushed us.
We needed a cluster strike, and so to call in a cluster strike over us to clear out all the noise.
They were waiting right on top of the bunker for us. But yes, I do ask the Archangels for a win.
I keep saying it. I want a gaming channel.
I was looking at gamers today, or to contact for interviews and everything.
Yeah, I would.
They have millions, hundreds of millions of views.
I know.
And we're lucky if we get 200 for like a Schmugalovich Wednesday night episode.
I know gaming is
millions.
I know.
I looked up PewDiePie today because I've heard his name for the last 15 years. PewDiePie. His video, it's a music video. Apparently, he was in some beef with some other gamer. 215 million views. PewDiePie.
Yep. And I think it's just getting started. Like, I think there's
gaming. I think we missed the boat.
No, like that's like saying that we missed the boat on YouTube. I don't agree at all. I think that the internet and this type of entertainment is in its infancy. I think this stuff is just how people are using their phones, TikTok, just all this stuff is just so in its infancy. And all the gamers that I see, because like you watch on TikTok, you watch 2 or 3 of the gaming thing, and then they just start showing the same dudes over and over again. They're all our age.
Yep.
Like, they're not 19-year-old gamers playing. They're all 30 and 40-something-year-old gamers that created their own channel, and they're funny as hell. I'm telling you. We have in our office, we have a gaming computer that we used for our podcast because we had 5 cameras. So I'm thinking of bringing it home and using that as my main PC here.
Bring it home, and maybe I can. Will I have to get one too?
Probably.
I saw one TikTok video, and this guy was putting together a gaming computer, and it looked really cool. Yeah. It looked something like that. I can do that as long as I have instructions on to plug this.
No, you could just buy one. You can just buy a ready gaming computer and
where would I put that? In my main room?
Where you are right now? I
can't play on a computer. It'd have to be my den. The Xbox is in my den. You see the new PS5?
I was never a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
But I'm a big believer on doubling down on your passions. And I can't run away from gaming. I love it. Like, I love YouTube. This is why we're doing YouTube, is because I watch, these shows and these podcasts, and I'm like, I can do that. We can definitely pull something off. But yeah, Okon Bros Gaming. I'm telling you.
That'd be really cool, man.
I know.
You and me on the bottom corners of each screen.
Yeah.
And just cursing and screaming at the
You can play Roblox. But like it's unlimited. Like, people stream Minecraft and
play Mario Brothers and Zelda.
Favorite video game of all time.
Go across. Tell everyone what top five favorite video games of all time.
Favorite video game of all time, SimCity 2000. You have to get in a little bit more.
Hey, my sister-in-law. You should be going. Tell Jen to put that mask on. Tell Jen to put the mask on. What's up?
Nice hair.
Thanks. Got a haircut today.
I know.
I didn't call your guy. She came. She did a really nice job. I want to, but man, it felt really good. I'm starting to look like Wolverine.
No, not you.
Mm-hmm. Put that mask on. Eric, put the mask on.
No, I threw it on the floor.
Threw it on the floor. Jen, I had Baby Yoda on my shoulder.
Aw,
Did you watch it?
I was watching.
Showing off his toys.
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda. My kids were excited.
I'm sure. And they're still up.
Nah, they should be going to bed now.
My
Do you like
kids
it?
are out cold.
Are they really? So
Party
great.
time.
It's party time. Go get the bourbon, Jen.
Not yet.
Saturday night bourbon.
Halloween.
We should totally just fire Eric and it should be the Jen and Michael show.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Let me wrap.
Give me
this
my
up.
shit.
I interrupted. Sorry. Good night.
Baggy.
Say goodnight to everybody.
Jen's
Good
my
night, everybody.
Jen's
Nice to
like
see you.
Cartman. Bah. I said we should fire you. And
My wife, everybody. Take my wife, please.
Eric, come to the bedroom. The kids are sleeping. The kids are asleep, guy.
That probably was her trying to like come and get me. Be like, Eric, it's
Eric,
enough.
it's enough. It's 10 o'clock. I need some cuddle time. Do you cuddle with your wife?
Sure. Absolutely, every night.
I cuddle with Baby Yoda. This is such a cool toy.
I mean,
So our catchphrase is going to be 100%, right?
yeah, you know,
Like
Jen was-
Howard Stern was like,
hey now.
"Hey now, we're
Jen said, all right, this is how I came up with this. Like, the critical drinker has it'll be fine. Or he says, go away now. Like, you know, the YouTubers have like sayings. And after one show, I went back to the bedroom and Jen's like, would you guys please stop saying 100%? And I'm like, you know, I'm like, we probably should. And then I realized, I'm like, that's got to be like our thing. That's got to be our saying, 100%. So it's that emoji with like the line, it's the 1 and the 0,
You have to get that. You have to like flash. Can you find that and try and flash that on the screen?
Yeah, entertain the audience while I find that.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. So, guys, top 5 favorite video games. Oh, Jen's watching us now. Hubert says, what about Wednesday night scotch? Man, I drink on Wednesday night. Thursday and Friday are just going to be awful for me. We have a really interesting podcast tomorrow. It's going to be airing in a few weeks, but we're interviewing this gentleman by the name of Ivor Cummins. And he's like the ultimate like naturopath. He's not even a doctor, but I can't even explain what he does. But like, if you want to know about vitamin D, you want about low carb, high fat, like this is the man to listen to on YouTube.
He's way out of my league.
What do you mean?
Ivor Cummins. I mean, like, I'm gonna be like, so what is with the keto diet? 100%.
Yeah, we need a cleaner version.
Yeah, I need 5 minutes to clean it up.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. That one's for
100%.
you, Jen. But yeah, look up Ivor Cummins. He is. We're interviewing him tomorrow, and that'll
air in a couple weeks. Hang on, I think we have. Do we have George Anderson? I think George Anderson's coming on the podcast. Ivor's.
I take my wife everywhere, but she always finds a way home. Boom, boom,
boom.
boom.
Answer now. That was great.
Ayo.
Ayo. Take my wife, please. George Anderson is next Wednesday. We have Vegan Gains on Monday.
If you want to watch an entertaining channel, look up the guy Vegan Gains.
Vegan Gains on YouTube. The guy is awesome.
He's
300.
He's huge. He's huge, and he's a vegan, and he's so damn smart. It hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm really
like
excited.
fight with him, Eric.
He's gonna destroy me. I mean, he's so well. What do I know?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
So,
I've seen him debate people, and he just wipes the floor with his knowledge.
Yeah.
Apparently, veganism is a good thing, man. We should try it.
At this point, I thought that I was going to be carnivore forever. And if I've learned anything, is that nothing is forever.
Nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. Top 5 Guns N' Roses songs.
I mean, yeah. Welcome to the Jungle and
Yesterday, Paradise City, Live and Let Die, November Rain, and probably Sweet Child of Mine. Right?
It's like pretty much it.
No, there's a ton more. What was that song? Patience. I loved Patience.
Yeah.
And they did Since I Don't Have You on the Spaghetti Incident. That was great. We should do more music, man. I love talking music. Music, movies. Did you get a lot of comments? Because I feel like we didn't get much.
Oh yeah, we're getting.
We're still getting.
It's a little hard because we have a lot of YouTubers tuning in, but they're like an hour back, so they're commenting like they were on the video.
Oh, I see.
So it's just a little bit.
Oh well, we could still answer them.
You're in luck.
What was I was a soprano.
I'm completely tone deaf. I play the drums, but I'm completely tone deaf.
I was a soprano in chorus. I used to play the trombone in 5th grade, and then I had surgery on my jaw. I had a cyst in my jaw, and I had to have a tube in my mouth for about a year. And I couldn't play the trombone anymore, so I started singing. And remember, I sang for your band, Eric. What did we sing? 311's. What was that song? What was the name of that band? Passing the kind bud, kicking back in the sand in the sun. Yeah, anyone that doesn't listen to 311 just is missing out. I wrote them. I want to interview them. I have Peanut's mom. I'm on a first name basis with her. She runs the Hive, which is their.
Anybody from their show would be amazing to.
Oh my God, 311. I don't care if it's Chad Sexton on drums. I would love to talk to them. My favorite band.
Later, Tim.
Good seeing you, man. Tim, comment more on my Facebook post. I love the the excitement.
YouTubers. What's up, Jacob?
Jacob, oh my God. It's Alex's best friend.
Hey, Jacob.
Jacob, thanks for tuning in. Do you like my baby Yoda?
I'm assuming this has got to be another one of Alex's friends.
PD? No, I don't think so. Jacob should be playing Fortnite right now. But Jacob, Alex has to go to sleep. Jacob, are you playing Among Us? Is anyone else playing Among Us? Have you heard of Among Us?
I don't know if our audience is playing Among Us.
Well, your kids playing Among Us. Apparently, it's like bigger than Fortnite right now. Those TikTok videos for Among Us are getting like 4 or 5 million likes.
I believe it.
It's like a modern day Clue that you have to find the imposter.
Just don't know I have time to put in another game in my life.
You could do it. Yo, if we start gaming Among Us.
Listen, I'll go whatever will make us most popular. And I just believe following our passions will lead to success.
I can't believe you got that many comments.
Yes, Among Us is the biggest game right now.
I thought RN was registered nurse. That's how old I am.
Get with the times, bro.
Get with the times, bro.
12-year-old boy.
Hey, I'm wearing Baby Yoda. I am with the times. New season Mandalorian starts on Friday. Can't wait.
Yeah, wait. Someone said you should have a post-Mandalorian discussion episode.
You saw the entire first season, right, Eric?
Yes.
Did you love?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
thought it was great.
Mandalorian was good shit.
I think I'm about ready to wrap this party up. Everybody, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I am Eric Okon. I
100%.
am Michael Okon. 100%.
100%. Everyone, have a really safe Halloween. I know we're like, this is not a really exciting Halloween. Our kids are not going trick-or-treating.
My kids never went trick-or-treating because they have allergies, but
yeah, obviously.
We love you all. We appreciate every one of you that has tuned in today. Very appreciated. This was our Halloween special.
Hold on one second. Mark Sanchez said Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, Tony Hawk, Silent Hill, and Parasite Eve. So pretty good games.
Yeah.
A few minutes too late with that. But guys, please hit the like button. That's what we found out. You got to hit the like button on YouTube. That really helps us get the podcast up and into the stratosphere. And, hopefully we'll be connected to Joe Rogan one day.
If you could click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, that would be totally cool. And we're really trying to grow this. We're trying to make it into, another business of ours. And we appreciate you all tuning in.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Like, subscribe, smash that like button, share with everyone. Tell everyone about Okon Bros because we are going to blow up. It's going to be huge, this podcast.
And you guys are in the
you guys are on the ground floor, our fan base. My wife says, great show. Bye, everyone. Shauna says, good night, guys and gals. Happy Halloween. Everyone have a safe,
Bye, everyone.
safe Halloween. Later, everyone.